but you have to think about your squat, right?
Yeah, and it's
But
not
when
that
you
I'm
think
not
about
thinking.
it,
It's I think the outside verbal is like throwing, not like it's throwing me off, but it's like, dude, my
so
problem is the hole, man.
it is the hole.
It's the
That's the
hole.
main. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
But you know what? The hole's getting fucked up because you're not doing this. We need you like here, your butt all the way back. You know how I was saying the knees come forward and then they stop? The knees come forward, then they stop, and also the hips go back and then they stop. And then after you get them in place, it's like you're going like straight up and down, you know?
Everything else feels like real tight, right? My back feels tight, everything. But that lower part is that's what's coming out of place. My hips aren't tight enough, then my knees aren't staying in the same position. So that's how I'm gonna work on tightness of the hips right now.
So I was too busy filming. What'd you feel?
Everything was wrong.
Everything's off?
I think like when you ask me those things, like you're turning bolts that shouldn't be turning. Like I'm like, oh yeah, okay, boom, boom, boom. Let me think this, let me think that. And I know it's not your fault because we're just like trying to do this for the video. But I think it's like I'm starting to realize that the more that I'm like blah blah blah,
Uh-huh.
10 to 15 to 20 seconds before the set,
Uh-huh.
the less I'm like executing.
Yeah, I mean, in my world, it's always been the opposite, where it's like you can't do a set without first saying or thinking about what's the one or two things. But
I've
usually
noticed
one
that
thing.
me and you, we have different learning curves. Like
But
you're more of like a textbook, systematic kind of guy, and I'm like hands-on. I'd rather fail than like somebody tell me it's hot than I need
yeah,
to touch the stove kind of ordeal.
I feel like the problem is not that that you're thinking about things. It's that you're thinking about too many things.
Right.
Just think about like one thing.
Well, that's
But
all. Yeah, but it's easier to focus on that. When you ask me, then
what's
there's the list that falls in
no,
line.
no.
You
But I
know.
said, what's the secret? What's the secret? Not the. What are the secrets? Or what are all the things you have
What
to
is the
do?
one cue you are going to work on?
That's why you just say, what's
It
the
just
one
doesn't
thing?
work for me though, man. Like, I really think like for me, it's just like
But you have to think about your squat, right?
yeah, and it's
But
not
when
that
you
I'm
think
not
about
thinking.
it,
It's I think the outside verbal is like throwing, not like it's throwing me off, but it's like
are
in
you
my head it's simple cues. When I'm talking out loud, it gets complicated.
so like if I don't say anything, can I be confident you have one internal cue every time you do a set?
Well, best believe I'm trying to make it look fucking perfect. So, I mean, there's two more. So let's make these last
How
two.
about this? I got it. What if I tell you, hey, don't think about the secret to this set?
No, man, you're just like trolling. You're like just trolling at that point. Hey,
I'm trying to
mindless.
help.
Hey, mindless.
Quit thinking. Quit thinking.
Quit your thinking.
Quit your thinking, boy.
Quit your thinking, boy. You
It
see,
ain't no good for you.
if I look up, you're like, oh God, he's doing it again.
He's doing it.
I guess I had a top triple and then I did class 5
That was good. There you go, even better.
And that don't mean sitting down and standing. I mean pulling it right off the ground, baby. Right off the ground. You like that?
I do like that, yeah. So I was looking at your feet on the last few reps, and it's very subtle, but I could tell that your weight's just a little bit forward. It's like just slightly, because I mean I'm looking at your knees, and they're traveling forward too long. You know, the whole time they're moving forward, and when you finish, they're just too far forward. They need to be just a little bit. If you got them back, that's part of it. But also though, you know how we're talking about like top fifth is when you get your hips back?
Yeah.
Like wherever your knees are forward, that's how far forward they should stay. So like your knees are traveling forward the whole time. Like get them forward and then stop. And then like just descend straight down. You need to get your hips back like soon, like quick, but then also like keep them back. When you finish, like instead of being there, you're like about 2 inches forward. Yeah, that's where you're ending up. Is like right there. You got to be there. Like feel the weight in the middle of your foot, and then that's where it needs to be.
It's like always that position is like reassuring of like putting the mind in the muscle. I feel like I should do that like before every set type of.
Are you clamping down with your hands? Or are you
Always.
always?
Yeah.
But you're not pushing up, right?
No, I'm working. I'm trying to turn in. If that makes sense. But instead of being here, you want me to be.
Think about it like this, right?
You're clamping down on
You
it.
don't want the bar sitting on your back.
Right.
You want to fucking walk out with the bar.
Yeah.
Right? You don't want to be like, you don't want to like get under the bar and you're walking out and the bar's on your back. You want to fucking have that shit, and me and the bar, we're together.
Yeah.
Right? We're a package deal. When we go somewhere, we're going together.
Yeah.
Just like fucking walk out, we're fucking together. We're fucking move. You know what I'm saying? Creating that downward pressure and pulling that bar into you.
It's just gonna be like.
It's just wherever.
Like if people grab that bar and pull it up, you should like go up with it. You know.
You know,
You can't take my ball.
I can't count. How many was that?
That was like 5 or 6.
Bitches. Not too bad, rap. Fuck.
You finally look like a low bar squatter.
You in the bar, we're like, hey, we
I
together.
feel way more. Honestly, I'm gonna feel like a bruise because I pulled it in so hard.
Yeah, but what do you feel like you lost that last rep? In the hole?
Just talking, lost everything. What am I doing? I was trying to get down there already.
Yeah, I'm gonna change my workouts to not coincide with your workouts. That way, I could just like film, coach, and then work out on other days.
Yeah, man. Something in sumo.
Yeah. That was good. There you go. Let's go, Darren.
Yeah, those reps were wonky.
No way, man. Those are good. What the hell are you talking about? That looks so much better, man. Dude, it's like night and day, bro. Like right away. Once you slowed it down, man, everything got better. Even your descent got better, you know? Did you feel anything that you could do better?
I got on my toes one of the reps. I think the bar placement on my back needs to be a little bit better. I could get a little bit tighter with the bar placement on my back. It's like that roll would be the death of me, you know? When I get to like top weight.
I would like to see your knees come forward earlier, but you're still getting your knees in the right place. It's just taking like long. But that's a small problem compared to what you were doing before with like your knees coming forward at the bottom. It's like that one thing that you fixed is gonna help a lot. Like everything's so much tighter now. Like, you know what? It's funny, man. I wouldn't be surprised if your speed was better out of the bottom before. But I feel like this way it's like you look more solid, like you're in control. It's kind of like you got to be like confident that you could hold it in the bottom, and then like I'm gonna come up no matter what, you know. If you're under balance, it's almost like a leg press. You're getting really close, man. It's looking really good. There you go. There you go. Nice.